Well, that was what was really attractive about the film for me and being a part of it, because I mean, you've seen so many effects-driven movies, and they're really cool. And then, like for Jurassic Park, when it first came out, it was like, wow, nobody had ever seen that before. And now it's all kind of been done before. And Michael, who's always kind of on the cutting edge of advancing the technology, is able to take it to another level. But also, I think what makes the movie so special is that the human element is at the forefront, and then the effects are kind of like the backdrop of the movie, and it kind of gets back to what I think people are going to relate to most. It's just an ordinary guy trying to, keep his daughter alive in this kind of crazy situation that they're in. And me having a daughter myself and realizing how important it is to I'm very overprotective, and so I like the fact that this guy is adamant about his daughter not having any kind of boyfriends, dating, or anything until she finishes school. And he made a promise to her mom before she passed that he was going to do that. So that was all I ever focused on. People were like, well, you've never done these kind of movies. And I said, well, to me, it's still a very human story. It's still about a father and a daughter, and a father just trying to protect his child, which I think anybody can relate to. Yeah, well, Michael would always say, you make sure you take care of the kids, right? Make sure they're ready to go, they know what they're doing. But the great thing about them, they're very unique in that they're actors, and they really are all about the work and the acting. With being in a movie like this comes a lot of notoriety, a lot of fame. They'll be in the spotlight for quite some time, certainly thrust into the spotlight. Jack, I know, has only done small independent movies. But they really are all about the work, which is good, because if you're in it for the wrong reasons, then at some point, there's going to be problems. And those guys are really focused and really committed to doing the right thing. But yeah, it was always kind of like, I was like the uncle, and Michael relied on me to make sure that I always had them ready, that they knew what was going on, what was happening. Because, if you're doing a scene where, you're in a scene with Hound and Optimus and Bumblebee, and they all have dialogue, and I'm having a conversation with them, and these guys don't have lines in the scene, that doesn't mean that they're still not a part of the scene and don't need to know everything that's going on. Because, one guy's over here, and then he's walking over there, and the other guy's over there, and they're talking, and you could just be standing there looking like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I know, sometimes if you have a tendency to look at a scene and you say, oh, well, I don't have any lines in that scene, so I'm in it, but I'm just kind of there, so I don't really need to be prepared. But you need to be prepared. So that was the thing, just kind of making sure that everybody's prepared. But they're very, very focused professionals. So.